Hi there, in today's video, we are doing a cozy and nourishing What I Eat in a Day winter edition. I love filming these What I Eat in a Day videos, and I always post one in January because January is definitely a busy month in my nutrition practice. Everybody is on the new year, new you vibe, and I find that oftentimes by the middle to end of January, we're looking and yearning for a wee bit of inspiration to help keep us motivated. So I'm excited to share with you guys today what I eat in a day. It is very dark and dreary and gloomy outside, which it typically is in January. So I'm excited to share with all of you guys some really healthy, of course, and extremely nourishing foods that are easy to pull together, warming and comforting. If you're a subscriber of my channel, then you know my love and affinity for smoothies. However, I will say in the cooler months, sometimes I'm just really craving a warming breakfast. So if it is those days and I don't really have time to cook a breakfast, I do have smoothie bags in the freezer that I can quickly throw into the blender with a little bit of liquid. Then you can add in warming foods, whether it be an egg over easy with some avocado on sourdough toast or something as simple as a hard-boiled egg. But if I have a little bit more time, and to be honest with you, it takes no more than 5 minutes, then I've really been craving warm chia pudding. I've shared this in the past here on my YouTube channel, but this is such a filling and nourishing breakfast. This breakfast, to be honest with you, I know will keep me so full and satiated, as I mentioned through these client calls. And I can throw this together really quickly in 5 minutes. So what we're going to do is just take our plant milk. I'm using coconut milk. This one is from the carton, but you can use the one from the can as well. I would just take the plant milk in the can, the coconut milk, mix it with 1 cup of water, throw it in your blender, put it in an airtight container. Boom, you have coconut milk for the entire week. But I'm taking 1 cup of coconut milk, 1/3 of a cup of chia seeds. I mean, hormone, health, energy, satiety. If you want to release weight, this is the breakfast for you. Blood sugar balancing, I could keep going on. And then I'm going to be taking some hemp seeds and ground flax seeds. If you are a subscriber of my channel, none of this is surprising to you. I'm going to put all of that into a saucepan with a little bit of Celtic salt or Redmond salt, just for some minerals and to bring all of the ingredients together, a dash of cinnamon. We're going to cook that for 3 minutes on medium to low heat. Boom, it will be ready. Then I'm going to top it with some slivered almonds. These are so delicious. I love the crunch. Speaking of crunch, I'm going to be adding in some pumpkin seeds for zinc, magnesium, manganese, calcium. I love all of the nutrients in raw pumpkin seeds. They are a powerhouse for immunity. Then we're going to be sprinkling on some shredded coconut, adding some fresh or frozen berries, I haven't decided yet, and a little bit of sunflower butter, but you can use almond butter, cashew butter, whichever one is your favorite. Exactly 3 minutes later, the chia pudding is ready. The texture is perfect. So what I'm going to do is just scoop a portion into the bowl, then I'm going to start layering on my toppings. As a nutritionist who shares so many recipes and healthy living lifestyle tips, here on my channel, I'm always quite surprised that probably the second most asked question is about my clothing. And this has been happening for years. And honestly, I'm always shocked and surprised when people are curious about the outfits that I'm wearing. And I have shared in a video I did 2 weeks ago, I will link that for you up here in the cards, the way that I have really curated my style over the years. And I have done this by minimizing to a certain extent because I love clothing so much, but I have done this by minimizing my wardrobe to have pieces that really blend well together so that I can quickly grab things out of my closet that make me feel pulled together and chic. And I also like to wear very minimal patterns. So I am so excited to share with you guys that for today's video, I am collaborating with Silk and Salt. And when I learned of their brand, I instantly knew this was going to be a website I will be ordering from for the foreseeable future. The second I checked out their matching sets, their quality pieces, their cuts, I thought, oh my goodness, it's as if somebody made a clothing line for all of us. Those of us who like to have modern, up-to-date versatility pieces that are high quality and unbelievably comfortable. Comfort is always king when it comes to my lifestyle. And boy, oh boy, have I felt that way since discovering Silk and Salt. So I'm going to share with you guys a few of my favorite pieces from their website, and you can use my link in the description box and my code Jessica20 to save 20% on your order, but you will be blown away by the quality and the price of these pieces. This was the first piece I saw when I jumped on their website, and I thought, oh my goodness, nothing suits my style better than this exact lounge set. So I love to get a 2-piece set because it makes getting dressed extremely simple. You guys know this if you watch my YouTube channel. When these pieces arrived and I pulled them out of the package, Kai was like, wow, those are really, really nice. I was like, I know, this is the brand I was telling you about. I'm so excited. And I've been wearing them nonstop ever since. So this outfit, I can absolutely guarantee that you guys are going to get sick of seeing me wear because it is unbelievable. I'm telling you guys, the weight and the quality of these pieces feels extremely high end. And the cut of everything is so feminine and versatile, but comfortable. I feel like I'm in pajamas, but the quality of these pieces could be worn out to like a night with your girlfriends. And this is that outfit. You could throw it on with a pair of heels, a little bit of a clutch, a coat over your shoulders, out the door, and you're ready to go for a Saturday night. Then I did order this beautiful 3-piece set. So it's a pair of pants, it's a tank, and then a long cardigan shawl that you wear over top of everything. And this one's called the staycation set. And oh my goodness, but it's like snowing, sleeting, raining outside right now. And I know I'm going to be in and out of the house quite a bit. So I think I'm gonna save this to pop on for when we're preparing dinner tonight, because I'm sure my clothes will get like soggy and wet. So this gives me the perfect opportunity to change my outfit a little bit later before we cook dinner. I want to thank Silk and Salt so much for collaborating with me on today's video. If you're interested in trying any of the pieces that I shared here today, you can go ahead and click the link in my description box as well as the first pinned comment. And you can use the code Jessica20 to save 20% off your entire order. I just wrapped up my morning calls, but with the weather, I definitely want to make like a big hearty soup for dinner. So that's on the menu. I had something a little bit different in mind, but this weather, it's like, I still feel like my clothes are soaking wet from it, but I do have something fresh and filling that I want to throw together really quickly for lunch because I'm craving like a ton of fresh veggies right now for lunch, just to fill me up and give me like a little bit of an extra burst of energy to make it through the afternoon. So this is a take on a salad that I do have featured inside the Living Well membership, but because I've already made it twice in the last 10 days, I'm actually out of white beans. So I'm substituting it for chickpeas. So this is just like a quick spin on the Feta white bean salad that's in the membership area, but I'm substituting it for chickpeas, and I'm putting together like a much faster dressing because I do have such a short window today with all of the calls that I had this morning to head out and pick up Sawyer from school. So I want to make my lunch, eat my lunch, clean the kitchen, have my space completely cleared before the kids get home. So I'm just doing like a faster abbreviated spin, but it's still going to taste equally delicious. Here are some of the hero ingredients. We have fresh mint and fresh parsley. And oh my goodness, the mint, it's everything in this recipe with the next major ingredient you guys will see, which is the feta cheese. I am going to throw on just a small handful of microgreens. These are broccoli sprouts. They're some of my favorite, most nutrient-dense foods that you can consume. I mean, the salad itself is already packed with nutrition, but just to add on a little bit extra. And then if you want, you can squeeze a little bit of lemon juice on top. The sun has come out for 5 seconds. I can see the clouds moving quickly, and that has inspired me to jump in here really fast and make some beautiful hydrating water that is herb infused. And I've shared this other hack before, but I'm actually making some of these ice cube trays because if you're familiar at all with our smoothie bottles that we sell on my website, I also use this to store my lemon ginger tonic, but regular ice cubes can't fit into here. So I make beautiful stick long infused ice cube trays. And these have been such a hit over on Instagram. And I've also shared these before during the holiday season when I made some holiday inspired. I think I did a YouTube short. I definitely did a YouTube short. So I will link to that down below because that recipe will still work. But we're going to be using some lemons and limes, fresh ginger, and I'm quickly rinsing out a few different herbs. We have rosemary, we have basil, and we have mint. So these have been soaking in some ozone water. I'm going to drain this really quickly before I jump into my next client call. But I love having this herb infused water in the fridge, likewise in the freezer. So I've got everything laid out to make a delicious like ground beef veggie. We've got carrots, we've got celery, we've got garlic, we've got onion, and I'm also adding this organic bean trio and some garbanzo beans. Okay, so I have 6 stalks of celery, 2 cups of carrots, about 15 cloves of garlic because We like a lot of garlic in our food. 1 entire yellow onion. I have the organic ground beef from Costco. I just have this one instead of the grass-fed patties because I grabbed it out this afternoon. Then, as I was saying, we have 1 can of garbanzo beans, 1 organic bean trio, and I'm going to be using 1 of the Kettle and Fire beef bone broth, and then I'm also using 1 of the Kettle and Fire turmeric and ginger. Oh my goodness, this broth has been like our go-to since the fall. We are absolutely obsessed with this one and the lemongrass one. So I'll do 1 beef and 1 of those, but here's a quick overview of everything before I start chopping and dicing and putting it into the Dutch oven to make a delicious hearty soup. Everything is smelling delicious over here. We've got the beef, the garlic, and the onion going. I'm going to go ahead and chop up the carrots and celery, and we'll add those in as well. And probably the beans, and I'll saute all of that together for about 10 minutes before I add in the stock. going to go ahead and package up the rest of the soup for us to have for dinner tomorrow night, which is always the best part of cooking these larger sized meals, that it does typically last us 2 nights for dinner. And if I double or triple the recipe, it can last 3 nights, and then I save it and I freeze it for 1 additional serving. So there's all the things we can do when we're already in our kitchen and we're preparing nutrient-dense foods. But I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I highly encourage you to go ahead and check out the link in the description box down below, as well as the first pinned comment, to take a peek at all of the different clothes and outfits that I showed you today from Silk and Salt. I genuinely feel like I'm an incredibly well-fitted, luxurious outfit when at the end of the day, it's just a comfortable set that you can dress up or dress down. And as you guys know, that is definitely my vibe. So I will have the different sets and pieces that I shared with you in today's video in the description box down below, and you can go ahead and use my link and my code for additional savings. And if you like today's video, you can let me know by giving it a big thumbs up. And now the subscribe button is right over there on the screen. Give that a click, that way you don't miss a single video, and I hope to see you back here next Thursday.